Come on in and welcome to the $0 challenge for fall. This time we are in my bedroom, and I did this $0 challenge with stuff that I already had that I've had for a long time. In fact, some of it I bought and I even questioned why I bought it. But let's get right into it. The first thing that we'll do is we'll take a look at the room. This is the finished product, my room completed. Let's break this down into what's there and how I did it. The first thing that you'll see is, of course, the bed. And on the bed there are a few items which I've had forever, didn't know why I kept them, and I've used them in different ways, but I've used them this time all together. We'll start on the bed with the bottom throw, which is a textured throw, which actually started its life out as a textured bedspread for a twin bed. Unfortunately, it got washed at a high temperature. The high temperature shrank it, and so it was no longer the size for a twin bed. Over top of that is part of a tablecloth. Yes, I said part of a tablecloth. It started off life as a 72-inch by 120-inch tablecloth. I didn't need that much of a tablecloth, so I cut off 2 strips. We'll talk about those strips in just a second. Then I folded it over the bottom throw, and voila, you have texture and color. Of course, the bedspread itself is just a simple painter's drop cloth that's been washed and then placed on the bed. Now my pillows. Of course I have my body pillow and my 4 white pillows that I use, but the 2 printed pillows are actually, it's from an actual pattern of sheets. When I bought the sheets originally, I thought this would be really cool. I'd like these sheets. When I got them home, not so much. That was like 3 or 4 years ago, and I've used them repeatedly, but not necessarily in this way. What I've done with these now is just put the pillows use them as pillow shams. Put the pillowcases on the pillows, use them as pillow shams. They work really well. I take them off the bed when I go to sleep at night and then put them back on during the day, and they give a lot of pattern to the bed. One of the things that you're going to find is the easiest way to combine patterns if all the colors match is you want a small pattern, you want a medium pattern, and you want a large pattern. That's the easiest way to combine patterns. That way you don't have to worry about, do they clash? Are they fighting with each other? No, as long as the color families relate, you'll find that it goes pretty well. Now let's talk about the window area. That's one of my favorite areas. The window area has 2 strips from the tablecloth that's on the bed. Those strips were sewn into tubes and then they're put onto the rod to give color to the window area. That makes it really easy and handy to add some extra color to the windows, which are actually canvas curtains, and I always have those canvas curtains there. On the table, which is a new addition, you see that I've used a basket, which I've had for 3 or 4 years, maybe even 10 years, because I think my mom originally had the basket. She bought it and never used it, and I've had it in my office just collecting dust for a long time. I put some plants that are already in plastic containers in the basket, and it just gives some added texture. And that's it. That's how simply I redid my room for fall. I took a tablecloth basically and repurposed it and cut it into 2 strips. Well, 3 strips if you count the big part of it. And I used those to then do my fall decorating at no cost. You can do this. This is so simple. Now, if you've taken part in the $0 challenge, let me know down in the comments. That way I can link your video in a playlist for the $0 challenge for fall. This is so much fun and so cool, and we can show each other how we spent no money whatsoever to decorate a room. This is your only part of what you're going to see. As fall goes on, you will see that I have done some other decorating, not necessarily all for $0, but for pretty cheap, and you can do these things too. No problems, no hassles, don't spend a lot of money. If you did do this, remember to use the hashtag $0 challenge, and let me know, because I want to share it with the world. I hope you enjoyed this. Tell me what you think down in the comments, and I hope I get to see you again next time.